Hi, welcome back. We have another beautiful day. I'm Jane. I love to garden. I live in Utah up against the Wasatch Mountains. Today I'm going to work on pruning. So I'm not a professional, but I love to learn. Today we are going to work on roses and fruit trees. And I am going with the concept, the open center concept, or the vase shape. And what happens is it has airflow through the entire plant, and it makes it more of a healthy plant when you work on this. So let me show you what I did the other day of a rose, and then we're going to go around the front yard and we're going to prune some of these roses. And then at the end of the video, toward the middle and end, we will work on the peaches. I don't really know how to do pears, but I'm going to open center them and keep them small, like Grow a Little Fruit Tree method. I want to get that book. I keep hearing all these good things about it, and I want to keep my trees kind of small and manageable so I can put more in my backyard and keep them healthy and small. So come along. Here is a rose I pruned, and I still think I need to do quite a bit more on it. But what I'm trying to do is keep it open center and less crowded. So I have quite a bit of branches in there that are crossing, that still needed to be taken out, that are crowded. But this is my orange rose, and this thing got about 10 feet. And I'll show you a picture. It went all the way from there to there. It's a really pretty orange, but it was crazy during the fall and the winter. So we're almost mid-April. Can't believe it. We finally got some pretty days. So I'm going to take after that a little bit more, and then I'll show you. That's a new rose, so I don't think I'll do anything to that one. I think that one looks pretty good. I'm going to prune this guy down. This is an Adobe Sunrise. This one back here is a yellow. And then I do have a pink rose over here, and I got to take care of that next to the cat, a screen. But I need to open this one up also. This one's a beautiful pink color. I have a few roses over here that need to be pruned. This one's a yellow one in the front. That giant one is a pink one. Look how beautiful. So I got to take after that. We want to take it down by a half to a third. Make it more manageable. Open it up so there's more airflow, so it is more healthy. That's a purple rose. This one is my Westerland, and it's actually a climber, but I don't want a climber. Look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, you're so pretty. Grow, guys. What I was saying over here was, it's actually a climber, but I've been pruning it the last couple years to be a shrub. So I'm going to try to do that. Before I get to that, you got to hear my chickens laying eggs. I got to work over here. Can you hear the chickens? I'm going to try to fix this too. Are you laying me eggs, babies? So I think we'll start here with the Westerland. So like I said, I'm not a professional, but I do love to learn, and I love my roses. And I think what makes them more healthy is airflow. I live in Utah. I'm a desert, so we do not have any humidity in the air. So we don't have as much of an issue with black spot, mildew, a lot of things that people on the east or a lot of humidity zones have, because it just doesn't stick around. The humidity is non-existent here. So the dry is really nice in a lot of ways. I can push my limit on how many tomatoes I can push together and how many roses I can get together. So that's nice. That's really nice. But it also means that I've got to mulch the bottom of these to make sure the moisture stays to the roots and it doesn't just fry my plants and they all die from no water. So let's get to pruning this. I got my daughter Audrey to help me. I really need to get a tripod and a microphone, but maybe maybe eventually I'll get one of those. Okay, we're gonna work on this. This is called a Westerland rose. And honestly, it is a climber. You can train it to a climber, you can let it go crazy. But I've had this rose for about 5 years, and I have pruned it more to a bush because I think it's nicer that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take down the height, and then we're gonna open the center. And there's 3 Ds, damage, I'll remember them, I know I will. Damaged, diseased, what's the third one? So the 3 Ds are damaged, diseased, dead. So you always take out those. You also want to take out anything that's crossing or going towards the center. Come in close. We're gonna look at these buds. Can you see these buds, Audrey? This is a bud. Do you see these buds? The leaf buds? The leaf nodes? So depending on where they're facing is where they're going to grow. So I don't want to prune towards a bud that's going to face in, because what that is going to do is grow the branch that way. We don't want the branch to grow that way. We want the branch, so look at my hands for a minute. We want the branch to grow out and make a vase shape. So the center a little bit more open, empty, and then a beautiful vase shape out. So we're going to come up to this bud right here. Can you see this bud, or is it too crazy? We're going to prune above an outward facing, and we get, oh goodness, do you see that right there? We're going to prune towards an out facing bud. And I might actually go in a lot more than that, but that's what I wanted to show you. And I might switch these because that one's not very pretty. So I'm going to come down quite a bit more, actually. So of all these buds, we're going to come down to an outward facing bud. That's better. Do you see that outward facing bud? Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with this guy. We're going to take him down a couple inches. I'm going to go to this one here. Do you see this one right here? Outward facing bud. Nice clean cut. So I'm going to do that with all of them. I'm going to go towards the outside, take it down quite a bit. I might even go more. I'm trying to decide how small I'm going, but I'm going to shape it up by tipping it down, and then I'm going to go in the center, and we're going to see if anything is just really gross in the center. Decide, do I want to go way down? I think I do. So I'm going to go all the way down to this one. These, I can try to root them. I'm going to pull this one down to an outward facing branch, and I think I like that height a lot better. So I'm going to keep it to about this height. So I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go to an out facing branch. I'm going to go above it, not below it, because we want it to send out shoots that way. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to this long scraggly thing, and I think I want to go all the way down to that one. So that will send out branches this way. I might take out after that a little more. This branch right here is completely going toward the center. Can you see this, Audrey?
Kind of.
Well, I'm going to take this one out because it's just going toward the center and it's making it... Come on. See how it's just going toward that center? I don't want it in the middle. Okay, we're going to do this side now. I want to take it down quite a bit because the shape, I want the shape. So where's a bud? Outward facing bud. I'm going to take it to there actually. So I'm going to do the same thing. Can you hear my chickens? They're laying eggs over here. Outward facing bud. That one. Oh, getting attacked. Give me back my shirt. This one right here, look how crazy and how it's crossing. I'm going to take out both of them because we want to keep that center open. For you that are in the east, you really want to make sure nothing's in the center because you deal with humidity. I don't, but it still looks a lot prettier to take out the center. I think this one's coming out all together. I don't like this branch because it's in the center and it's ugly and it's spindly and weird. So I'm going to go all the way down on that one, but I can do it now. I was going to say I might have to go get my bigger ones to do it, but probably not. This might work. There we go. And I'll clean that up a little bit better and not have any nubs showing. I hope you can see how it's making more of the shape that I want. Open center, vase. And cut it down by a half to a third. See how these branches are a lot prettier? I'm not quite done with them. This side I just barely started on. This one's not as pretty. Makes it more healthy and more beautiful, and we're gonna get some long stems and beautiful roses to be able to cut and for pretty out here. So look at this side. See how it kind of has this side? We still have a little bit to work with here. And this side I just barely started. So this one has a lot more. So I'm gonna continue to shape this up. I'll be back and I will show you what it looks like. I hope you can see the shape I'm trying to create on this rose. Open center. So not quite an open center yet, but we're gonna have the sides like a vase. So let's get back to work and prune this down. Okay, I'm gonna take after my roses and the rest of the 2 peach trees, and I'll give you a before and after shot on all the roses that I do. Lindsay found me. Hi, baby girl.
Hey, Mama.
You gonna help me prune roses?
Hi, guys.
All right, Lindsay's helping me do a before. So here's the big pink one before. Here's the purple one before. Here's the Westerland kind of in mid.
And what is that?
Those are things I already pruned off, so don't step on them. They're pokey. Okay, so I'm going to work on this. Right, I'm going to work on this section over here. Be right back. Okay, Lindsay's helping me for just a few minutes. I'm going to take out some of these really big branches in the center. So come on in, Linz. We're going to go all the way into here. See where the edge of these cloppers are? All the way down here.
Right there.
Can you see right here?
Yep.
Can you see in here? So I'm going to take out this ugly branch here.
Can you see that, guys? Yes, you can. Okay.
Can I see it?
Yes, I can.
So there's an ugly branch I took out. Come here, Brent. Even though he looks pretty, he is right in the very center.
Oh, the one that's wiggling. I see it.
Yeah.
You want to cut it and wiggle, wiggle, cut it, wiggle, wiggle. Make sure it doesn't hurt you.
Nope, that's why you have gloves on.
If it touches your part that doesn't have gloves, then...
So this is a pretty branch, but it was right in the center and it was kind of going crooked a little bit. Take it out.
Like this crooked.
Yep, like this crooked. Okay, this is the Westerland after I'm done. Let's get a closer look. I pruned this one pretty hard because it's a climber. I want to keep it in check. So see the center? We took out quite a bit in the middle. And see the open shape?
And I picked a flower for you guys.
That's called a crocus.
Crocus.
Shouldn't it be called a live something? Crocus means dead. Croak.
What?
Right?
But I picked this especially for you.
Do you think crocus should have a different name?
Yeah, this should be a livo.
A livus?
Yes.
Or bright? Something bright?
How about the sunset?
Ooh, I like it. Okay, let's work on the rest of these. Okay, this giant pink one's almost done, and my face is almost the same color as my shirt. It was a hot one today. So let me turn this around, show you what I've done. The kitty's running around. Hopefully she doesn't take off. So this is the giant pink one. It's almost done. This side's looking pretty good. I think I might take it down just a little bit more. And then I'm not quite done with this mess. So I'm going to go in the center of all this. Take out any crossing or dead or wild. I'm looking for an open like that. See how open everything is now? That looks better. See the base? Nice and clean. That looks so good. And all that came out. And it's not the full garbage can, but you know. And then this, I'm gonna propagate, because those look like good ones to propagate. Okay, I'm in my food forest. We're gonna prune some peach trees. I am not a professional, but I do love to garden and I do love to learn. So come along with me and learn with me. So what I'm gonna do with my peach trees is I'm going to do the same thing, very similar to my roses. I am going to have an open center, okay? We're gonna have some scaffolding branches, which means they bear the fruit, they bear the weight of the fruit. So there's gonna be 3 to 5. These ones, I think I'm gonna stick them to 3. And then I'm going to keep the open center, airflow through the branches. So we're gonna go to this one right here. I have 1, 2, and kind of a dorky 3 over here. So I'm not as proud of this one as I am of this one. So come look over here. And this, I have my initial cut right here, okay? And then I have some branches. There's 3. 1, 2, 3 initial branches. And then I do have a couple more from there. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything out of the center. And then I'm going to take down the canopy of the tree so that it's not so hard. We don't have to use a ladder to get up there. It's more manageable. Okay, let's work on this. Anything that's crossing in the middle is coming out. 1. Okay, all these little stupid branches that are coming, those look like water roots is what they were saying. So I need to make sure to get this like really pruned down better. So I'll go get a bigger pruner for that. And let me just keep taking all of these little stupid water roots that are coming to the center. We don't want these. And anything below my initial cut here, I don't want anything below that. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing that and make it nice and open. But also I'm going to take the very tops, okay? So come over here. You might have to come around. Here's the cut that I did last year. This is how tall my tree was last year. But look how tall it is now. So there's nothing wrong with a tall tree. You can get a ladder and get up there. But I'm trying to fit a lot more trees in the same space. So the book, Grow a Little Fruit Tree, I'm going to go get that and read all about it. But I also, there's a YouTuber called Garden Wise Adventures. She's from Utah. So I'll link her down below. I think her name is Malie, if I'm saying that right. She has been doing this forever, and I've been learning a lot from her channel also. So hopefully I'm doing this right. If you're watching, give me some comments, give me some tips. So we're going to go up and we're going to shape it down a little bit. So we're going to go to an outward facing, because we don't want the branch to go in toward the center. It's going to crowd the middle. So can you see this, Audrey? This is an outward facing bud. The bud is going out. We're going to cut right above that. And we're going to try to do a clean cut, not an ugly cut, which I just did. So I made kind of an ugly cut because it didn't cut very clean. But let's try this again. So we're going to go to the top of it. We're going to go to an outward facing bud. And hopefully it cuts a little cleaner this time. Nope, these are not working very well. Get some sharp pruners, guys. Outward facing bud. Be clean. Please be a clean cut. Come on, people. I'm calling these people. Okay, so I'm going to go, that's my height for this prune. I'm going to take them all down to about 7 feet, 7.5 feet. How tall do you think that is? And then I'm going to open the center. I'll be right back and I'll show you the shape. Okay, I'm filming on my own. Hopefully I can make some sense here. So we're going to take out center ones. There we go. We're going to take out anything in the center that's coming off. Need some better pruners. Okay, see how I'm opening up the center right there? And then we're going to take off the height. So I'm going to come in here. Let's see if I can actually show you right there. It's really hard to see that. I'm going to try to explain an outward facing bud. Okay, this bud right here is going toward the center. Okay, this bud right here is going toward the outside of the tree. So I would cut above an outward facing bud. I'm cleaning out anything in the center, and I'm also checking the height. I'm also taking out any spindly branches like these weirdos. No spindly branches. Are these called water roots because they're so tiny? I don't know. I also don't want to take out all my fruit bearing. So which ones are my fruit bearing? As you're shaping your tree, step back. Look at it. See what you want to do with your tree. Can you see it all now that I stepped back? On the right side of the screen, that one's looking really short and beautiful. This left side is really tall still, so I have a lot more to do over there. But come look at the center of the tree. I got all these spindly branches in the center out. I think that's going to be way more pretty. All right, let's keep working. Okay, I'm proud of that tree. I hope it gives me lots of fruit. It is so hot down here, I'm getting a sunburn. So I'm going to go back into the front and work on some more roses. So we didn't get everything done, but we got a lot done. We worked on roses, and we worked on the peach trees in the back. And I only got this corner done, but I am beat. It went from winter to summer. I can't believe a couple days ago we had 2 feet of snow out here, and now it got up to almost 80 and it was hot. So the next couple days it's going to feel like spring again. We're going to get back into 60s and 70s. But I'm excited. I love this weather. See you later. So I'm going to leave the video here. It's really nice and shady on this side. It feels really good.